All right, Coach. First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Check, 55, Mike. Check.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Chubb running right. Fights him off. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Running the jet sweep, Landry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
A give running right is Chubb. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Watch the whip. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Here's Hilliard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
We got to step it up. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Here we go. Mike 55. Check, 55. Echo. Army. Mike 55.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Check right. Watch 55. Go. Slant. Mike 55. Mike home. Here it comes. Mike 5.
They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
C.J. Anderson with it. Of course, a big part of the Rams' run to the Super Bowl last year. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Set, 180. 53, Mike. 65, 65. Hey, alert 3. Check it.
Here's the rookie from Florida Atlantic, Kareth White. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They'll try to run with Edmonds. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position. Where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Check 55, Mike. Stop. Check 99. Check 99. Shift. Pause. Lefty. Hatchet. Check. Mike.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
On play action, Haskins. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27.
Throwing on 2nd down. Haskins flushed out right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Tight dog. Check.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually, but first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
6 man. Check girl. 50. Bang, 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 bang.
Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger able to find Deion Kane, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now it's Roethlisberger. On the screen, this is Edmonds. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
I'm going back to you. Watch twitch.
Now a give, right side. Edmonds. And he'll get this down only to the 18. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check. Middle. Here we go.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Now he steps away. And that is incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Cleveland offense ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Hey, box drop. Go, go.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. That one complete to Anderson. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
A nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll come out in the pistol. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now Roethlisberger. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down.
Mike, boy, 56. Check 56. Here we go. Mike, 56. Mike, 56. Let's go, baby.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on fourth down, may as well make him punt it. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On second down, Edmonds. zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Hayward able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you, because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready? Right. 5. Let's go. Back. Check 31. Go.
They give to Chubb out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins escaping the pressure right. Got an open man. That's David the Joker, the tight end. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line.
That's another.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an error in the game.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Third down. Here's Haskins. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Looking for the end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So that'll back them up 5.
White 80.
53 is the money.
Easy.
You get block me. You get block me.
Black, what's that?
You get block me.
Smooth.
53 is mine. Check. 53 is mine. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check. Crunch.
They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Match, light.
2nd and 5 at the 49-yard line.
Again, they run with Edmonds. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Jumper.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Screen play, Anderson. Breaks through the contact, and he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
A gain of 14. And the Steeler 1st down.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
White 80.
Right there. 56.
One day.
You got it, son. Kill.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. All incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On 2nd down now, Edmonds. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Hey, alert. Pilot, 64, weak.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
58, boy. 58 is Mike.
Jack 15.
Man, I got you. Hey, 58 is a Mike.
Here's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Watch the slip.
50.
Check 43.
On 1st down, Edmonds. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Sponge. Snicker. 44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Check.
Hey, alert.
Field. Bofo's Mike.
Here's Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
53.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's see what you got.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Able to slither by, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now it's Haskins. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. A run for Nick Chubb. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15. Haskins will throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
You gonna see me and you.
Fourth down, here's Haskins. And it is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Easy.
They run it here with Edmonds. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
And watch the ball.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Jordan Berry now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Beckham. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held him nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
He's coming, double up. Zip it.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Like 80.
Right there, 56.
Alert.
They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll run with Edmonds again. And he's got some space here. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Roethlisberger going to throw it. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Conner, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns' drive about to get started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm going to hit you all.
Devin Bush in there to record the 2nd sack of his